Hello everyone, welcome back to Denise's Beauty Corner, the channel where I am talking about bags, makeup and everything beauty related. I do, however, have 4 other YouTube channels. I have an ASMR channel, I have one that is dedicated to leather content, one that is model and travel, and another one that is my main channel where I do vlogs, Q&As, but also how to style and review videos of activewear and fashion mostly. So on this channel, because I am a beauty lover and I love handbags, I have a sweet spot for handbags. So on this channel, I'm dedicating everything more to that. And today, I was like, because I was looking at my collection, like, maybe I should sell some bags because I have to be honest, I do not use all of the bags, but I have like some sort of attachment to every single bag because there is always a story behind the bag. Either the story is that I spontaneously just bought it and that's like the story behind it and then it turned into something, or it is something like I hunted that bag or something. So I was looking at my collection and I was like, maybe I need to sell some bags. And then I started to look at my collection. I was like, yeah, but that one I cannot sell. And I like went through my collection and I saw a lot of bags that is like, those I would never sell. So I thought it was kind of fun to do a video through my whole collection to slim it down to the 5 bags that I would never ever sell. So those are the ones that I'm going to talk about today. So I'm briefly going to, like, as I said, there is a like long story almost behind every single bag that I have. It is a passion for me. I know it's ridiculous how much luxurious handbags it's costing. For me, I am, I see it as like an insurance. I buy a bag, but I am always looking into bags that I can have like I can always get my money back if I am selling it, but then I never end up selling anything because I like my bag so much. So it's a little bit of a dilemma there. Anyway, I really love handbags. So we're gonna go through the 5, but I have other bags that I feel like, oh, I would never sell this one, I would never sell this one, but I slimmed it down to 5, my top 5 that I would never sell, ever. So if I had to sell my whole collection, I think these are the 5 that I would keep. Maybe I will keep some more smaller bags because a lot of these are big bags, but anyway. So let's kickstart. So kickstarting with my Neverfull. I have 2 Neverfull. I also have the Neverfull MM. This is a GM. And the Neverfull MM I have in the Sunrise, which I love. I don't think it would be a lot for me to sell that one. I don't think I would ever sell it. But this one was my very first Louis Vuitton bag. This bad boy was the very first one. It's the only one that I have my initials on, and I don't think I will ever sell this one because it is my very first. It was a very special moment for me when I purchased this bag. I've been looking at it for so long. This was 10 years ago now. I have been looking at it for so long. I really wanted it. I couldn't let myself buy it, and then one day I just did it and I have never regretted it. So I mentioned in the video before, I never sell anything to my bags, so I never strip them off. I know a lot of people strip off their bags, like for example Neverfull, they sell the clutch. I never do that, so I do have the clutch and everything to it, and I will never sell it. It's like something, and then I use it a lot. I use it so much, and I mean I've had it for 10 years and I used it crazy much, like crazy. I even had it as a gym bag for like 2.5 years straight, every day going to the gym with this bag. And you cannot tell that it's like, and I have not been careful with this bag, not at all, and it's still really good condition. So I love this bag, and since it is my first in my collection, it kind of was the one that started everything. I don't think I will ever be able to sell it, and it's the only one that has my initials and everything, so it has a very special place in my heart, so I will never sell that one, no. Next I have this little bad boy. So it's a Keepall 45. I have a special made tag here with a D that is made from a real canvas, Louis Vuitton canvas, but I custom ordered it from someone that was doing like this from old bags. So I have this to it. So this bag is very unique. I auction it on an auction, and it is from the same year that I am born. So this one is 36 years old. And I always wanted to have a bag that was from the same year that I'm born. So when I saw this and saw that this one is from 88 and it was in such a good condition, like you can see, like this bag is 36 years old. Like, can you see how good condition this one is? This is Louis Vuitton back in the day when the canvas products were really, really high quality. I can say nowadays I don't think they stand up to that quality. It feels like they are mass producing more, even though some pieces are still good quality, but it's like they let pieces through that is not top-notch quality. It feels like that didn't happen back in the 80s. And this one, I am never gonna let go of this one, because first of all, it was a struggle for me to get her. And I was looking for a bag from the year I was born for a long time before I found this one. So I really like this one. I'm never gonna sell it. If something happened, I do use it. It's not like it's only standing there. I do use it. If something happens to it, I will repair it the minimum amount I can. I would never like just change all the leather and everything, because I want it to be in the unique form that it is. But you see, not even these are broken, which is very unique on this type of bag. So I really like this, and it's one of my babies, and it's from the same year that I'm born, so we have a special connection. Next is a bag that I spontaneously bought on Louis Vuitton. I was there with a friend that was going to buy a backpack. I saw this, they had just released the Wave collection, and I saw this one and I was like, oh, that's a cute bag. I tried it on and I kind of fell in love, which is weird because it's like a small bag, and I don't know, I just fell in love with this one, and I didn't put so much into it. It was like, yeah, I really like this bag, and I spontaneously bought it, which usually I have a few bags that I spontaneously bought, but most of them I've been hunting or like really wanting. I started to use this. It has this that is like the Louis Vuitton, but I usually actually wear it like that. So it's pure black, but you can have it a little more funky like that. But this bag I am using so much, it kind of have been turning into my, like, it's not my most worn one because that's my white Eva clutch, but it kind of has been becoming my signature. So I don't think I will ever get rid of it because it's kind of my signature bag now. You can even remove the chains like this and wear it just as a clutch. So I don't know, I just have a feeling I will never get rid of it. It's tiny, super small though, so you cannot fit so much in it. It's more like your phone, maybe your keys if you don't have bulky keys, and then you can put your cards in here, and that's pretty much it. You don't fit so much, so it's not very convenient, but it's something with it. And I don't think I will ever get rid of it because of that, because we have like a special attachment, which I have to a lot of my bags, but this one has like, I don't know, for being a spontaneous thing that I purchased, it's like, it was a really good catch. Next, we have another Keepall. So this is a Keepall 50. This was also a spontaneous purchase I was into, but I purchased this one on the pre-loved market, and it's the 50 in the Damier Azur, which is a very rare Keepall, which that is the reason I will never sell it. So Keepall is one of their classics. Like, they have their classics that will always be there. The Keepalls are always there. I have a few different, I have that Keepall, this one, and then I have a 55. The Keepalls are classic, but this one is special because it's still their classic printing, but it's not something that they have in their all the time collection. You cannot always get your hands on this. This one is from 2006. Perfect condition. Same thing here, both sides, perfect condition. I love the beauty of it. It's really a beautiful bag, and you can fit so much in here. I really, really like it, and that's the reason why I will never sell it, because it's rare and unique, but at the same time one of their classics. So they do release the 50s in their like every like spring and autumn, like they're seasonal collections, but they are always a little bit outrageous. This is still a classic, but it's not in their normal collection. So that's why I like it, and that's why I would never sell that one. So lastly, this one. So I'm gonna tell you the story first, and then I'm gonna show you the bag. So it's 2015, and I am walking through Louis Vuitton. At that time, I only had 2 going on my 3rd Louis Vuitton bag. And I saw this one, and I was just dying. But I thought it was so expensive. 2,000 euro, almost. I think it was like 1,900 euros or something. So I was like, that's very, very high in price. I saw it, but I was like, I really want that bag so badly. And I was going through that Louis Vuitton store so many times because I live near the area. So I was walking there with my dog. And I saw it, and I was like, I fell in love so much with the bag. And I just, one day I'm gonna have that bag. And then one day the bag was gone. And I asked them, and they were like, oh, it's taken out of collection. It was a seasonal bag, and I didn't know because it looked like it was something staple. So they took it out, and I was like, oh, how could I not, like, how could I miss out on such a beautiful bag? And the years went by, and I always kept my eye on the secondhand and pre-loved market to see if I could find the bag. And I never saw it. And then 2019 or something, so kind of like 4 or 5 years after, I saw the bag on the pre-loved market, but they asked for retail price, and it was kind of worn down. It was not in good condition. And I was like, I really want it, but I don't want to buy it for the original price when it's a little bit worn down like that, because it was not in perfect condition. So I had ice in my stomach for a while, and 2 years later I saw it again, or if it was like, this one I purchased like 2.5 years ago. I saw it again in perfect condition for a decent price, and I was like, hallelujah, it's so meant to be now. So here we have it. So this one has such a long story, so many years for me really, really wanting to have this bag, but not being able to have it because it was never available on the pre-loved market. And I understand why, because it's such a beautiful bag. I understand that if you have it, you don't want to sell it. And I am in the same position now. I have it, never going to sell it. So I got it in the perfect condition. It looked brand new with everything to it. The receipt, the bag, the dust bag, even the paper bag, everything to it. And this one is so convenient because you can fit your computer and everything in it. You can fit a lot of things in here. It's like a little bit like the Neverfull, but since you have the pockets in the middle, it kind of limits it down a little bit. Otherwise you could stuff like a lot of things. But even though I'm like stuffing on the sides and then on top, like I'm stuffing this a lot, and it can handle a lot more than it looks like. And it's just so beautiful. It's so sleek. I like that it's just a V. It just has everything. And I was patient for so many years, and then I got it, and now I'm never gonna get my hands off this one. I'm gonna keep it forever, I think. So as I said, all my bags, I have a story behind them, and I think that's the beauty of this, like collecting bags. Usually there is like a story behind it. I love to purchase on the pre-loved market because you can get so many hidden gems there. It's such a special thing to go into Louis Vuitton and purchase a brand new Louis Vuitton bag, but so many times most of the best purchases I've done is the ones that I've done on the pre-loved market, like this, for example, that I was talking about. From all of these bags, it's only this and my Neverfull that I have purchased from Louis Vuitton. The others are from the pre-loved market. So don't neglect the pre-loved market if you're into bags. Be careful though where you're purchasing, because it can very easily be fakes. So if you're not into that and have not a lot of knowledge about it, don't buy from the pre-loved market if you are not 100% sure that it is legit and not fake. Anyway, so that was my 5 Louis Vuitton bags that I would never sell. So do you have any bags that you would never sell from your collection? Or like, do you have any inputs on this video? Let me know. And with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in with me. I hope you're gonna have an amazing day, and I see you very soon. Bye.